Hello dear students, this is Alok sir, and in this part of the video I will explain power of accommodation and eye defects. Power of accommodation is what? You have already studied in the book that when objects are placed at different places in front of a convex lens, image formed at different place. Means when we keep the object at different distances in front of convex lens, image is formed different places. But in case of our eye, image distance is fixed. That is, distance between retina and eye lens is fixed. But we see object at different places. Some objects are nearby our eye, some objects are far off from our eye. So how eye lens form the image at same distance every time? This adjustment, this formation of image is due to the capacity of lenses and ciliary muscles. Means our eye lens adjusts its focal length to form the image of different object which are at different distance at the same place. Means power of accommodation is what? It is simply the adjustment or the capacity to change the focal length of eye lens to see the objects clearly when placed anywhere. So see in the definition, power of accommodation. It is defined as the ability of the eye to adjust the focal length of its lens to see the object clearly when placed anywhere. Now see, let us elaborate it. We have lens formula. Lens formula is what, dear children? Lens formula is 1 upon V minus 1 upon U equals to 1 upon F. This is the lens formula. Where V is what? V is image distance, U is object distance, and F is the focal length. Since the distance between retina and eye lens is fixed inside the eye, so image distance V is fixed. Already I have explained, image distance V is fixed because distance between eye lens and retina is fixed. So object distance is not fixed. Some objects are far off from our eye, some are nearby from our eye. Object may be nearby or far off from the eye. Thus distance of object U is changing. If it is possible to same distance of image V in all cases, only if focal length F changes. Now let us discuss by taking two following cases. Means what? Means when U is changing and V is fixed, means somehow focal length is also changing. See the explanation now. The two cases will be arise. First is when the object is at distant place, means when distant, in case of distant object. In this case, focal length of the lens has to increase because distance of the object U is more, than the lens become thinner. Means when eye lens see the far off objects, eye lens has to increase its focal length. In this case eye lens becomes thinner, means ciliary muscles relaxes. Ciliary muscles relax and our eye lens become thinner. When eye lens become thinner, its focal length increases. So the lens become thinner and ciliary muscle relax and a sharp image is obtained at retina. Means what? Means when eye is trying to see far off objects, rays coming from infinity falls on the lens and its focal length increases, so that image will be formed at retina. In case of far away object, lens relaxes. Second case, nearby objects. In this case, focal length F of the lens has to decrease. Means we have to see nearby object, so we need less focal length, decreases. Distance U of the object is less, then eye lens become thicker and ciliary muscle contract. A sharp image of object is obtained on the retina. You see in the picture. This is the nearby object, and focal length become thicker and focal length decreases. So sometime eye lens increases its focal length to see the far off object, and sometime lens decreases its focal length to see the nearby object. So this decreasing and increasing focal length by eye itself with the help of ciliary muscles. Remind it, with the help of ciliary muscles, eye sometime becomes thinner and sometime becomes thicker. Ciliary muscle sometime contracts and ciliary muscle sometime relaxes. In case of distant object, ciliary muscles relaxes and lens become thinner. In case of nearby object, ciliary muscle contracts and lens become thicker. So this self-adjusting capacity of eye lens with the help of ciliary muscles is called power of accommodation. This is very important term. By exam point of view, in exams question may come, define power of accommodation, either it is of 2 marks or 3 marks. You don't have to write this lengthy description. This is for your understanding only. So simple definition of power of accommodation will be, it is the ability or capacity of eye lens to decrease its focal length, or decrease or increase its focal length, or adjust its focal length to see nearby or far off objects. So this was the explanation of power of accommodation. Now next is range of eyesight. This is very important term also. It carry 2 marks. What are the far point of eye and what are the near point of eye? Far point of eye is what? When an eye can see infinite distance, means the farthest distance up to which an eye can see object clearly without straining it is called far point of eye. For a normal eye, far point is infinity. A healthy eye can see up to a large distance, that is called infinite distance. So far point of eye is infinity for a healthy eye, a normal eye. Near point is what? The least distance up to which an eye can be object clearly without straining it, called near point of the eye. For a normal eye, it is 25 centimeter. It is also called least distance of distinct vision. So this was the explanation of far point of eye. The farthest point eye can see without straining it. Near point, the nearest point, or the least distance up to which an eye can see. This is called least distance of distinct vision also, and this is equals to 25 centimeter. So this is the end of the video. In next video I will explain eye defects and their correction. So stay tuned.